And my name's Gabe Zollner. You might want to get up on WorldNet Daily. There's a very interesting article. And if you're a loyal viewer to my site, you will recall that I've made 3 or 4 or 5 videos on this exact topic. And the topic that I'm talking about is the Affordable Care Act. Now, the WorldNet Daily, again, they've posted this, and the title for this is, "Will This Court Case Shatter Obamacare?" And what the article makes reference to is what I've spoken about in previous videos. And that is that the bill that the House of Representatives had sent over to the Senate, that the House had approved, was in fact a tax decrease. I don't recall the specifics, and I don't see a need for me to look them up right now, but I think it had to do with housing. There was a tax decrease made available. And what Harry Reid did was he removed all the documents. The only thing that he kept was the fact that the bill had passed, and he inserted Obamacare. Now, if you recall, when Justice Roberts went ahead and said that it's a tax and it can be imposed on the American people, well, the problem is that the tax didn't originate in the House of Representatives. All taxes must originate in the House of Representatives. The analogy that I've used in some of my previous videos is it's no different than if you were to go in and purchase a vehicle. Let's say you sign the contract and you're looking for, I don't know, a Corvette. And you're all excited, and the salesman walks out to the front of the store, and there's a little Volkswagen sitting there. And you say, "Well, I didn't buy this car." "Well, yeah, your signature's on the contract." They did a switch and bait. That's what they did. That's exactly what Harry Reid did. And it's totally against the Constitution. The concern that I have is that this is now being taken to the Supreme Court. And the concern, again, is that the Supreme Court has been tainted. It has Elena Kagan on as a Supreme Court justice when in fact she was not even a judge. She was simply an attorney. But she was the attorney that worked along with the law firm that the less than honorable Attorney General Eric H. Holder was a partner in at one point, that virtually buried Obama's entire past. So is she going to be an unbiased justice? I'm inclined not to think so. And then we have Sonia Sotomayor. She was also appointed by this clown as a Supreme Court justice. Will she vote based on the law, or will she vote based on her loyalty for having been given a position for the rest of her life by this usurper? What's also interesting is that if Obama is proven to be a usurper, guess what? Everything that he signed becomes null and void, including his appointments, including the appointment to the Supreme Court, which would negate both of those 2 individuals from being on the Supreme Court. But we're a fair ways away from that happening, unfortunately. Anyway, the good news is that there is focus on this. If the courts rule the way they should rule, they'll accept the fact that it's against the Constitution. That's not what the Constitution had set out. And therefore, the bills that he signed become null and void. Also, what concerns me is that, and I've made videos on this previously, the House of Representatives is also in charge of the purse. And I just did a video on, I guess yesterday, saying that Obamacare, the exchanges alone with the navigators cost $4.6 billion. Where's that money coming from? Where's the hundreds of millions or billions of dollars that Obama's given to enemies of America? Where's that coming from? I have no idea. Is Jack Lew just giving it to him from the Treasury? Or is John Boehner making it available? And if so, why? I think Congress needs to look into that. But that's if we had a Congress that was worth anything. Right now, unfortunately, we don't. Congress needs to be overhauled. If Obama is replaced with some sane American citizen that meets the Constitution requirements, then Congress needs to be overhauled, starting off with term limits. And all the old guard need to be put out to pasture. You hear that, Diane Frankenstein? You hear that? Johnny McCain, the Songbird of the Hanoi Hilton, and there's a whole lot more. None of you did what you said you would do to protect the American people. There's not one of you that has. You all need to go. The sooner, the better.